I walk into a classroom that 16 children were staring at me. 10 girls, 8 boys, age from 7 to 16. My hands were shaking, my voice was trembling, and I'm not one of the students. I was a teacher. I had 12 years old. Earlier that day, I asked my father how I can teach them. I'm just a student myself, going to school with a fake ID. My father told me, I cannot make a fake ID for everyone to get education. These children living in the darkness, education is light. Be their light. He looked at me again and said, have confidence. You can do it. Teach them whatever you learn at your school. I believe in you. I look at the kids again. Many of them were older than me. And I ask one simple question. Why is learning important for you? Mustafa, 9-year-old boy, said, Miss, I want to learn numbers. My boss mess up my days and dates. This is my right. Afsane, 14-year-old girl, said, I know I may get married soon, but if I know how to read, I can read anything I want, anytime, and stay connected with the world. Sahar, 8-year-old girl, said, I'm creative, and I love travel to the world. I may not able to do. If I learn how to draw, I can draw my world. I remember what my father said. Education is light, is human right, not a privilege. After that day, we became a family. I taught them count, read, and create their own words. In Iran, many refugee kids were not allowed to go to school, same as some other countries. Our small, secret Afghan school in a dark basement operated with 16 and educating 300 students every year. Several times I asked my father why we are here. Why I cannot sit in a classroom without fake ID. Why my student cannot sit in a regular classroom like everyone else. You know what he said? He referred me to United Nations offices in Tehran. Go there and ask them. So I went, and I did what I can for my student at the time. I connected our small secret school with UN offices in Tehran to get more educational materials, hygiene materials, bringing some resources. UNICEF even donated 5 whiteboards to us. Before then, we write in a small room in a dark board with a chalk. In a small classroom that make us all sick, those dust. These boards bring more brightening in our classroom. We didn't know any statistic. We didn't know that educated women, 50% have more likely to send their own kids to school. One thing we knew: if we stop learning, we would disappear. Let me tell you another story. In American culture, I could call trailblazer, but in my own country, my own culture, I may call abnormal. I had 21 years old when Ahmad proposed to me. Getting married in our culture wasn't normal at a young age. Almost any girl that I met got married at the age of 14 or a few years after. I terrified of that future. I didn't want to get married that early. I wanted to help my community, my family, my students. Someone came to my life and said he loved my personality, and I told him immediately, I'm not a normal girl. I want to be a leader. I want to work in politics. I want to change the world. I'm not raised to be in a kitchen. He looked at me and said, I accept it. That's why I want to be with you. You are unique and special. To be honest, he was unique and special to accept someone like me with this situation. Our parent has to be agree. First thing my father said, Fereshteh, with the sight in one eye and the life you have, it's better to get married with a family member that they know you and can stay with you. It was same for her, for his parents as well. But he insists for 4 years until both family agreed. During that time, we heard another news that my father diagnosed with stomach cancer. That was the end of the day, end of the world for me. We had to sell everything that we had because refugee immigrants didn't have health insurance there. After 3 years of treatment, chemotherapy, surgeries, my father passed away in a car accident while he is going to the chemotherapy. Losing only support I had in the community pushed me harder to seek for more help from United Nations. At the time, United States, the government of United States, created a new program that refugee immigrants who live in Iran can resettlement in United States for first time ever. At the time, there were over 840,000 refugees living in Iran, and only 12 families were selected, and I was one of them. Because there is no US embassy in Tehran, they took us in Slovakia. We were there in a refugee camp 5 months. 40 days before I left, I received another notification that our school has to be shut down completely. And I know I have to leave. I left my husband, my community, my students, everyone behind, especially my sister, who I didn't see now. It's been 15 years, and I may not see her in my lifetime. In a refugee camp, 12 families became one family. We all had our dreams, our hopes, and carried that all to United States. In September 2011, a new chapter started in my life. We came to the land of opportunity. I called New Haven, Connecticut, my home. I carried the voices of all the boys and girls that I taught at that secret school with me here. And I know I'm not here for only myself. I have been given 1 in a million chance to be here. And I know I have to stand for all of us. In 2013, my husband arrived here in the United States with support of many of the community members. 9 days after he arrived, the community arranged a wedding for us in a lighthouse point, 10 minutes walk from here, drive from here. We both went to school, recertified, and built our life. In 2015, the borders opened. Many of my students were finally safe. They came to European countries. Most of them sit in a real classroom. Mustafa became musicians. Afsane getting her PhD on education while she's raising 2 kids. And I hope Sahar drawing her world somewhere in this nation. While I was writing all of this, it was an emotional time for me. I'm trying to have confidence and tell you. In 2017, when I was interpreting for a young lady from Afghanistan at Yale New Haven Hospital, I realized something life-changing. She had to walk 45 minutes in this cold weather one day, similar to today, to not miss her daughter's appointment. They have been waiting for this appointment 2 months. The caseworker canceled on her and she missed the bus. She had to walk. I told her, "Why you're not driving?" She's smiling at me and said, "That's a dream. Who is going to teach me how I can pass the permit test?" And I realized something. Even in this free world or free country, culture and practical limitation was barrier for refugee immigrant to learn or to get education. I remember what my father said, "Be their lights." Call for action. Immediately, 40 people sign up to volunteer these refugee immigrant women here in New Haven to teach them driving permit books and also English classes. I realized something, that I'm not alone here. We are not alone here. My father told me to be a light. And I named my daughter Elena, which means light and bright future. I founded Elena's Light to pass that torch from him to me, to her, and to every refugee that we serve. To eliminate barrier, the light that dim on these refugee immigrant families. We became light in our community, helping refugee immigrant or families learn English, drive safely, navigate new culture, understanding their health and their rights, finding meaningful jobs. As I stand here, I can imagine many of you carry the stories from other side of the world. Parents, grandparents, generations, they cross the oceans with the same light that guided me and the several families that we help here. We are creators. We are leaders. We are contributors. When refugee immigrants leave their homes, they're not losing their creativities, their leaderships, their dreams. They carry them all with them across the continents, even with nothing else. Many years, I waited for this moment to stay here and tell you one truth. What if we not see refugee immigrants as a burden, but as leaders who are carrying the light to eliminate our shared future? Belonging begins with one act of compassion, one open doors, one opportunity. You have been given a light. Would you like to shine it with me? Today, I'm asking you, be a light. Support someone. Mentor someone. Support a newcomer. Advocate for inclusive policies. Offer one act of kindness. One connection, one chance. Look at around this room. Every single one of you carries a light that someone else needs. When we all bring our light together, we not just brighten a room, we light the future. Thank you. Thank you.